Put in the comments if you want more. More out of life, more out of your business, more revenue, more lifetime value. Because more means more impact, right? That's how you build a real business. The amount of our impact is the amount of our value, it's the amount of our revenue, all of those things. And so, listen, here's what it's all about. If you're tired of running the same playbook, the old playbook, doing more, getting less, we're gonna turn things up a notch. But before we turn things up a notch, we need to have a leveling conversation. We need to have a conversation about the modern patient and the reality of the world that they're living in. So, I'm about to get into it a little bit, folks. Are you guys ready? Let's get it rolling. Cue music. So, credit card debt is reaching an all-time high. That's just where it's at. On top of that, January had the worst jobs report since 2009. And the Iran war now has had oil prices skyrocket, which ultimately will affect you at the gas pump, right? Discretionary income, all of those pieces, they're gonna be impacted. And we already talked about AI, that 800 million jobs are gonna be displaced by AI. And that's not just you, that's globally, right? And that means to everyone in the world today, you feel a little uncertain. And that uncertainty is okay. It's okay to feel uncertain. I feel uncertain. You might feel uncertain. That's fine. It really matters what we do with that uncertainty. Does that uncertainty freeze us? Does that uncertainty drive us to action? Right, and we've seen the impact in our industry. Look at much bigger companies, right? We have InMode, stock is down 60%. We have Hydrofacial, everyone knows Hydrofacial, okay, down 90%. And it doesn't matter how big you've been, right? Everybody raised $55 million, they shut down. If it can happen to them, it can happen to everybody, right? So you would think nobody's spending on aesthetics, right? That's what you would think, right? Man, it's like the world is changing so much, nobody's spending money on themselves. No, that's not right. The demand has never been higher for aesthetics and wellness. Demand is skyrocketing. More people are interested in aesthetics, wellness, longevity. You see it in social, okay? At any other point in history. GLP-1s alone have created a new patient category. We've got 40 million Americans losing weight, and they want to see what's next. The money's there, the interest is there, the patients are there. But we also know that the cost to acquire a patient from the last 5 years has doubled. So if you're experiencing, man, it's harder, it's because it is harder. And now patients are changing their behavior. They're actually asking ChatGPT. The rules have changed, right? That's what Jared was talking about. So how do we compete? How do we compete in a world that's changing at the speed of light? It's not by doing more of what used to work, okay? It's not by doing more of what used to work. It's about knowing what's working now, what's working in the future, and it's building for where the market is going. You've got to build, part of your job as an entrepreneur, as a business manager, whatever it is that you do is to anticipate the future. And that's why you're here tonight, and that's what we're talking about. But we know that demand is so much higher. Put in the chat why you feel like it's just so much harder nowadays, right? It is harder. And the reason why it's harder is because yes, demand has increased, but now I'm sure you saw this article in Allure, right? There's many med spas as there are McDonald's, which is kind of a crazy visual to think about, right? As many med spas as there are McDonald's, and the industry has really grown up. Not only that, you have Hims and Hers and all the telehealth companies out there that are trying to take your patients, spending a ton of money on marketing, all sorts of marketing in order to acquire your patient. And then you have private equity that's entered the space and invested over $1 billion last year alone to expand their locations. But I want to tell you, it's not all gloom or doom, because the reality is we've entered a whole new world. Patients are now creating their own content. That makes our job easier, right? It's generating more demand than ever before. And if you would have thought about 10 years ago, would patients have been this transparent? You would have never anticipated patients being this transparent. They're even showing themselves getting injected, their whole journey. And folks, it's not just Gen Z, it's all age groups, right? We're seeing more demand, more interest, we just have to capture it. But here's what's really hard about capturing this demand is those patients, they have changed behavior, they're different. They're researching, they're scrolling, they're thinking about it, they're interested, But here's the truth, 8 out of 10 of these patients that are constantly consuming content, they actually never book. They never book. So if more interest, more consumption of content, and the reason why they're not booking is I'm going to share that right now. It's 3 fears. It's the fear of judgment, it's the fear of cost, it's the fear of regret, because they don't know what they're going to look like after these treatments, and they don't know exactly which treatments are right for them. Think about that. If I'm interested and I don't know what I'm going to look like, and I don't know which treatments are right for me, and I don't know the cost, and I don't know all of these things, am I ever going to end up in the practice? And this whole cycle of we're all competing for the same 2 out of 10 is bullshit. We got to break out of it, okay? And so that's what I'm telling you is you're not losing to the practice down the street. You're losing to uncertainty, and they're not uncertain about you, not your credentials. They're uncertain about themselves. They're just uncertain about themselves and what to do. And so what do they do? Put it in the chat, what do they do? If you answered nothing, you were right. They do nothing. 8 out of 10 patients, 8 out of 10 patients that are interested, they never book, not lost to anyone else, lost to uncertainty. And friends, what I told you is tonight we're going to have a major opportunity. I get goosebumps all through my body just saying the words that we have a major opportunity. And that major opportunity is coming up. So the old tools don't work the same anymore, okay? So if you have a static website, social media agency, generic lead gen, a legacy EMR, it's not your fault that you're not able to capture these patients. And my God, would it be lucrative if you could? But ultimately, these tools, going to a static website, seeing a photo of everyone else, not reading, people skim all of these things, right? Having a social media agency come in and like produce content 1 time a week, and you're like, oh, I wonder why no one sees my stuff. Like, just these old tools they're not meant to capture that demand. And Gary and Jared were both right, okay? You should create more content. Did anyone get overwhelmed? Did anyone get overwhelmed when Gary and Jared were talking, right? Like, my God, that's a lot, right? You should create more content. You should update your website. You should do all of that as soon as you can. You should do it all. But here's the truth. You're going to shit all over yourself, folks. You don't want to shit all over yourself. You don't want to do that. And so I have the great honor tonight to show you something that is a brand new way, something that you can implement immediately. Tonight's all about showing you a new way, and it's to attract more patients than ever before. Because nothing we do in marketing matters unless patients are coming in. Is that true? Nothing in marketing matters unless patients are coming in? If we're doing TikTok dances every day, and I know we don't do that anymore, but if we did, and they're not coming in, why are we doing them, right? And so that's what we're gonna solve tonight. That is what we're gonna solve tonight, folks. Get up, get the energy up, because we've got solutions here tonight, because we spent the last 15 months, we spent millions in research and development. And we partnered with the industry's best medical advisory board, Dr. Paul Nassif, Dr. Shino Bay, Dr. Rajani, Dr. David Schaefer, Dr. Dindy Engelman, Dr. Mark McKenna, Carrie Duber, Dr. Corey Hartman, Dr. Sheila Barbarino, Dr. Melanie Palm, Dr. Amanda Holden. We've put together the goddamn Avengers of the industry. And it was to be here tonight to solve one problem, one thing that could make all the difference in the world. What if patients could see their result before they book? Their face, their body, their result, because we know a picture is worth 1,000 words. But seeing yourself transformed for a patient that's uncertain, that's priceless. And we can make an emotional connection and show them what's possible. And that was impossible to solve until tonight, until right now. Not a beauty filter, not a camera, not a generic quiz, a product that creates absolute certainty. It moves patient to action. Ageless AI. That's what we're going to show tonight. Are you guys excited to see it?
AI is going to
Are you
impact
excited
aesthetics
to
and
see what we've
wellness
got?
in a major way. So when we launch Ageless, it is going to be the single most profound movement in aesthetics and wellness and completely innovate the experience.
Ageless AI could absolutely raise the standard of aesthetic medicine because it's going to show patients natural, beautiful, realistic results that are achievable.
The biggest fear that prevents people from doing anything is that they're not going to look like themselves. For us to give them before and after looking at themselves versus some random person that I've done in the past, they can really get behind the procedure that they're doing.
Having this Ageless AI as something that can complement my consultations, I could spend 15 minutes doing the consultation and then I have more time to be in a treatment room making money.
AI in your daily life is inevitable. And so practices that have it are going to be ahead of the game. Practices that don't have it are going to be way behind.
So I feel so confident saying that this is going to be the industry breakthrough we've all been waiting for.
All right, let's get into it. So, what is Ageless AI? It's AI before and after imaging that books patients that are ready to buy. That's what it is. Now let me show you that it's from the comfort of their own home, in the environment they're already in. They're scrolling, they're doing all their things already. We all are. We live on the phone, right? Capturing them, not just in office, because those patients are already in your office, capturing them wherever they are. Let me show you some images and I'm going to show you the demo. Okay? Face. Realistic imaging, natural imaging. It's why we partnered with the medical advisory board, worked with them to make sure these results are natural, and not only that the results are inspiring for the patient. So we can do all sorts of treatments on the face, and I'll show you exactly which treatments. The body. We don't want to leave out the body. It's a major opportunity. What if we could show patients what they look like with GLP-1 weight loss or hormone optimization, TRT, or peptides? And it's not only that, what about hair? Did you know that out of the health fears a man has, losing hair is their number one fear? It's more than heart disease. Their loss of hair is their loss of identity, their loss of confidence. What if we showed them what they look like with your hair restoration treatments? What are the treatments that we're gonna actually be able to do? This product is live, this product is ready. What can we do? Let me show you the treatments. Fillers, neurotoxins, lasers, biostimulators, hair restoration, skin tightening, all for the face. For the body, medical weight loss, GLP-1s, body contouring, hormone optimization, peptides. All of these things that not only can we visualize, we can actually educate the patient at the same time what these treatments can do for them with their identity, their photo. What can Ageless do? 3 things. AI before and after. AI lead enrichment. Would you like to know what the difference between a 3-star, a 4-star, a 5-star lead is? Income, interest, intent, all of that done by AI. How nice would it be if you got a lead list and you knew these are my 5 stars, we better prioritize those. AI has the power to do it. We're gonna show you. AI follow-up. Yes, you have 1,001 things to do. It will follow up for you. When a patient responds, that's your action to respond. Now, let me show you how it works. Are we excited? Yeah. All right. So, can everyone hear me? Can everyone see me? Are we good? Yes, sir. All right. I can't see the comments, so I'm just going to be on over here in my little laptop space. Okay, how do we get here? How we get here is through your Instagram, through your website, through all the different avenues that you will publish a link. It'll be your own custom branded experience. That can be through email, that can be through text. It is a godsend to reactivate your patients. First thing they see is a little bit of preview. I click, and then the first question is, have you had aesthetic treatments before? No, I'm new to this. Yes, a few times. Yes, I'm experienced. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually load in a patient so you can see the full experience. Let's just say yes a few times. What have you tried? Tried skincare, in-clinic facials, maybe neurotoxin, skin tightening. Have you received treatments before here? I'm gonna say no, it's my first time. Okay, this is not my age. If that was, I would be looking real good. Shino Bay, he looks about my age, but I'm gonna show you a patient here. What are your top concerns? All of this feeding into AI so we can produce the imaging that they're looking for, but also enriching your lead so you know more about the patient than ever before, okay? What are your top concerns? Fine lines and wrinkles. Let's say it's lip volume. Let's say it's jawline, cheek, jowls. Continue. What are you looking for? What look open-minded, natural, refresh, contoured? Okay, if they're under the age of 30 or 35, we move that word from contoured to snatched, because, you know, them youngins like me, we want to look snatched. Okay, so let's just say open-minded for this. And are you interested in any weight loss treatments? Yes. Boom. I mean, I'm interested in all. But okay, so we get permission. Then from the mobile phone, we will scan right there on the phone. For this demo, I'm just going to upload a patient. Can do that as well. So it will analyze their photo, and then on the profile, and boom, photos are loaded in. I click continue, and the AI starts doing its magic, educating the patient throughout the experience. Because it's not enough, and hear me on this, it's not enough to show patients images. We have to educate our patient at the same time. That's what buys the emotional connection. Okay, so I'm going to fill this in as if I was Hannah. Let's say Hannah Montana. And while the AI is working to show the image, the AI, uh-oh, I don't have my phone on me. All right, let me go back. I don't have my phone. All right, hold on. Hannah. It's okay. I'm just going to do Matt's. What's your phone number, Matt? 347-451-6460. Say it again. 347-451-6460. 6460. Yes, sir. Okay. It's a live demo. What's the verification?
All right, I'm coming. It's coming. 803-254.
803-254. 254. All right. Okay, there we go. The first thing that we're going to show Hannah is what her beauty score is. Right now, 75, potential of 81. She's in the top 25% of her group. So if I'm Hannah, I'm like very much paying attention to this. Hannah, your strongest feature is your overall skin tone and clearer complexion. The main areas for improvement are significant loss of cheek volume and softening of the jawline, which are common signs of the age of 55. What I can do is I can move to see my transformation immediately, or I can dive into my score. I want to know more about the score, right? It's an emotional hook to drive interest. I can see what all this means. Her strengths, even skin tone, strong chin positioning, clear eye area. And then I can even zoom in to understand more, right? Upper face, mid face, lower face, right? And that patient has an opportunity to learn more about these treatments, what their room to glow is, what their room for opportunities are. Boom, I can go and see the transformation. Now, Hannah has an opportunity to take a look, right? So you've got, here is what she used to look like. Here is what she can look like. Can we give it up in the chat for Hannah? Looking beautiful, baby. Not only that, we can see what did AI pair for her. Cheek filler, morpheusate, Botox. But here's the beautiful thing. Hannah can save this look. Hannah can share it with her girlfriend. And that's missing in so many products. We make decisions with people. right? So I love this look. Let me share it with a friend. And guess what? If I wanted to edit the look, I can click add or remove treatments and start testing and start saying, you know what? I actually want to see what I look like with more or less. All of that, an opportunity. Now, if Hannah's ready to go, she can click right here to get $25 and a consult, right? So she can go, boom, guess what? I want to come in next week, pick her day and time, and we send you that information for her availability. But I want to continue going. Do y'all want me to continue going? Do y'all want to see more? Okay, because guess what, folks? We're just getting warmed up. It is hot out here. It's very hot in these lights. My God, yeah, can we do AC? My God. All right, so continue. So now Hannah has an opportunity. Does she want to see her future self aged 15 years from now? Does she want to see a body transformation? Does she want to see it all? I am going to do the body transformation. I'm going to upload a photo of my body so I can see what I look like in the future. But I'm going to show you her future self as well. So let's go show me everything. Now we educate the patient on what aging looks like, 20s and 30s and 40s. How does the body age? How does the face age? So Hannah has an opportunity to say, hey, 50s, hormonal shifts are the accelerator. Menopause can trigger up to 30% collagen loss in the first 5 years, more than previous 2 decades combined. Estrogen decline thins the dermis, dries the skin, temple hollows, jaws form as tissue loses its anchor point, and neck bands emerge. And for someone who is doing this, it's so critical that we're educating them at the same time. Let's see her future. Now I see Hannah, how she would age with treatments, how Hannah would age without. And yes, folks, it is a whoa, but that's what we're going for. Because at the end of the day, what we want to do is drive action. We want to do it in a way that's kind. We want to do it in a way that's direct, and we want to do it in a way that inspires Hannah to come see you. And then we talk to her about, hey, guess what? Here are the treatments that could help you, because Hannah in 15 years will be 70 years old, right? So she will age, but you all in this chat can help her. Now let's continue. What I'm going to do is show you the future body, right? And I'm going to actually do myself. So boom. Earlier, I indicated some treatments that I might be interested in. This is me in Cancun. Slightly better than an average Joe, but not a hunk. Let's turn me into a hunk. All right, so I'm gonna continue, verify the photo, and then from there, we're gonna go see my transformation. So here's my transformation. Regular Phil, jacked Phil. My God. Regular Phil, jacked Phil. Can I get a little round of applause or something for Jack Phil here? Okay. All right. So here's what's beautiful about this. Everything is mobile optimized, but I also get to see what are the treatments, right? What are the treatments that can get me closer to this look? What it's doing is recommending to me CJC, and potentially GLP-1s. We're not diagnosing and adiosing. What we're doing is educating patients on what these treatments could do. And that is so powerful for things like peptides because, my God, can anyone keep up with all the different acronyms and names of peptides and what they do for you? Nobody can, right? We could show some alternative. And yes, I would be very happy to share this with a friend. And then finally, I can view the full results and see what my plan might look like, what's changed, all of these pieces here. And for Hannah and myself, I'm gonna go here. So going back here, one thing that you'll see when Hannah Montana here goes completely through the flow is she'll get all of these pieces for her. And again, what are we trying to do, folks? We're not looking to replace consultations. We're looking to inspire our patients to take action, to come see us, to have that human connection. And so let me ask you in the chat, do you think that putting something out there in this world, in this incredibly competitive world, and being first to market with something that can give patients an ability to connect with themselves, see what's possible, and then understand to come see you and get off that 8 out of 10 and into your office, do you think that you're gonna see more patients with Ageless or less? Put in the chat, what do you think? Do you think you're gonna see more or less? And so here, what we have is Hannah gets all of this, an opportunity to book her consultations at any given time. Now, let me tell you something, it doesn't stop there. Right here, if we go to the admin panel, I talked about AI follow-up. I talked about AI lead enrichment, beautifully built right here where I can see who just requested a consult. I can see their estimated value in terms of, hey, these patients are 4 and 5 stars, all 5 stars. They all said, yes, I want to book. What is their lifetime value to my practice? And then AI insights to understand, hey, today Facebook is driving 78% of your patient interest. Keep doing Facebook as an example. Patients 40 plus are driving high demand on lower face rejuvenation, giving you better understanding and insights of all these patients. Also, we're able to pull income. For about 60% of patients, we're able to pull income so you can understand, do they have the budget, and we lead rank them accordingly. Because at the end of the day, if we send you 200 leads, as we did, you want to know who are your top leads, and you want to understand what patients want the most. So all of that in your Ageless dashboard, and it's also, if you're a RepeatMD client, fully integrated to your RepeatMD dashboard as well. Then I can see my patients. Imagine having this before the consult and reviewing this with your patient. That's what all of our clients are already doing. They're looking at, what did Adriana hear? What was she interested in? I have all of her information. I can see what she clicked. I can see what beauty score was given to her. I can see all of her concerns, all of her goals. I can see what AI recommended, and all of these pieces just perfectly put for you. And then two-way communications automated through AI and ready for you for any replies, where AI is following up and you have the ability to email, you have the ability to text, you have the ability to even call. You even have the ability for AI to suggest a response. It's that fast. Because we're not looking just to develop more products in an age of AI, we're looking to leverage AI to grow your business and to outcompete your competition. All of these things possible. Ageless marketing, everything built in your dashboard for you, digital assets ready to go. Our team has been testing what is the best performing content. What are the things that we can give you? We've been running paid ads. We've ran over $100,000 in paid ads in the last month alone. So we can tell you what content's already working. We even have a website here so you know exactly how to publish this. All of that together for Ageless. And yes, folks, integrations, CRM integrations for you. Whether that be with Go High Level, whether that be to HubSpot, whether that be to your EMR, whatever CRM you're using, you can easily connect. And we've got training sessions to show you how. Let's quickly talk about what we've seen tonight. Attract new patients. We can bring back past patients. And for so many of our clients that have used this during beta, you can increase revenue per visit. Because there's nothing more powerful than a patient selecting or seeing those treatments. And you would be so surprised. You'd be surprised with someone saying, you know what, filler's not really for me, or lip filler's not really for me, or whoa, lasers can do that. I didn't know it could do that. And they see it on themselves, and they come to you with so much more than they anticipated. And why we brought together the medical advisory board is we didn't want some weird gimmicky AI thing. We wanted something that produces natural, beautiful results. And so with Ageless, you can put it on your Instagram bio. You can put it on your Instagram stories. You can create content with it, in feed, email list, text blast, on your website, on paid ads. It crushes on paid ads. If you run paid ads, you will crush it. On top of that, while your patients wait, they're in the waiting room. They're just messing around. If they had an opportunity, hey, I have this tool that can actually show you what you would look like with some of our treatments, here you go. Yes, they do it, and yes, they love it, and then you get to go to your dashboard and see what they were interested in and have that conversation. And also, if you're a RepeatMD client, Ageless integrates with RepeatMD, so it's one unified experience. If you don't have RepeatMD, you can just get Ageless. If you have RepeatMD and Ageless together, it's the ultimate flywheel. We built a product that could acquire more patients. RepeatMD was built to retain, to upsell, to cross-sell, and to finance and do memberships. Together, RepeatMD and Ageless are the ultimate tool for your practice. And folks, tonight was just the beginning. Tonight was Ageless AI, the non-surgical, imaging, the wellness imaging, the education, the AI lead enrichment, the AI follow-up, but very next here in summer, surgical and dental imaging. What we're working on with our medical advisory board members this summer, facelifts as an example, dental, veneers, gum lifts, all of those things, but it gets way more exciting because this year we're working on something incredibly special, which is the Ageless and Repeat MD network. We, as a company, are pretty damn good at marketing. Would you agree? Would you agree we're pretty good at marketing? Okay. Yes. And guess what? We haven't even began. Because if you think our experience is good in B2B, we're one of the fastest growing companies ever in this space, wait till you see what we've got together for direct to consumer to acquire patients for you and send patients to you. A beautiful network that we can actually, if you're Ageless and a Repeat MD client, just like American Express, fine resorts and hotels, we can send you patients. But you know Repeat MD goes big. Incredible celebrity endorsements, and yes, even a Super Bowl commercial, folks. Would you guys like to see a little preview of a Super Bowl commercial? Would you like to see what that looks like? A little concept video? Do not tell my investors. Run the video. A little teaser for you. All right, let's talk about what it actually looks like for Ageless to be in your business. From a revenue perspective, let's break it down because the math will speak for itself. So, what is a new patient worth to you? What's the lifetime value of a new patient for you, right? Because we know all we need to do is capture them. On the low end, for most practices, lifetime value is $3,000 to $5,000. Right? Now, many of you see that in one visit. Many of you see that in 2 visits, right? But just for low ball math, what I'm gonna do is present to you what it looks like with low lifetime value, about $3,000. So if we get a patient in and we get 3 extra patients in a month, right? We can talk about all these numbers, but let's break it down to the simple. 3 extra patients per month, that's $9,000 in lifetime value. It's $108,000 in lifetime value generated in the first year, okay? A little bit more, 5 patients, $3,000. Again, low end, $15,000 a month, $180,000 of new revenue generated lifetime value in your business. Can you get more than 3? Can you get more than 5? Absolutely. Okay, all of our beta practices are seeing way more than that, but I want to give you low ball math so I can paint a picture for you. But let's talk about something real. Okay, before I actually tell you the investment of Ageless, let me ask you a question. If all Ageless did was increase your revenue per visit by 10%, that's all it did, would that matter? If all Ageless did was shorten your consultations by 10 minutes, would that matter? If all Ageless did was prioritize your high intent patients, so you know when you get leads who to reach out to, would that matter? And if all Ageless did was book 3, just 3, many are doing way more than 3, but let's just talk about 3. Would that matter? What if Ageless did all of that at once? What if it did it all at once? Because that's exactly what it does. How much would that be worth to you? How much is your time worth to you? Wouldn't it be worth at least that much? What does the industry have today? Another camera for $25,000? Another marketing agency for $5,000, $10,000 a month, and then you have to do paid ads on top of that? Another shitty EMR telling you, we do this now for $1,000 a month? We spent the last 15 months. We spent millions of dollars. And we worked with the absolute experts. Never has a medical advisory board in our industry been put together like this. We did all of that to deliver this product to you. More new patients. Think about it. They'll think about it, whether at home or in your consult. That goes down. Close rates go up. So I'm confident in saying, if we, this is not the investment, so don't fall out of your chair, if we said Ageless was $5,000 a month, that's what Dr. Karina wants, that's what she said it should be, I believe it would be beyond reasonable. I believe it'd be beyond reasonable for $5,000 a month. It's not the price, okay? That's not the investment. But that's what Dr. Karina wants, okay? So this is what the Ageless monthly investment looks like. $4.99 a month gets you 50 patients a month, $6.99 a month up to 100 patients a month, $9.99 a month for 150 patients a month. If you do way more than that, then we have custom pricing for you, okay? That is what Ageless is. Every tier gets every feature, but tonight's a very special night, and so I'm gonna show you very special, very, very, very special pricing tonight, okay? So what does this look like here? It gives you all the features, AI follow-up, AI lead scoring, dashboard, beauty score, all of it. The only difference is volume. That's what it comes with. Every feature gets you everything, and there are no contracts with Ageless. Absolutely none. No surprise bills. You control the volume. You can change or cancel anytime. Here's the question everyone's asking to themselves right now. But Phil, which tier is right for me? I don't know if I'm gonna get 50 patients. I don't know if I'm gonna get 1,000 patients. I have no idea. My Instagram following is XYZ. Well, folks, tonight we're gonna make that very easy for you, because together tonight, we're gonna change the industry forever. Would you all like to change the industry forever? Yes? Let's do it, okay? We're gonna start the Ageless revolution, because tonight, and only tonight, you're getting Ageless AI for $1. $1. Load in the comments for me. My God, if I'm going to do a giveaway the dollar, $1. Yes, $1. But wait, there's more. It's $1 for unlimited patients. $1 for unlimited patients. So you don't have to think about 50, 100, 150, 1,000. You don't have to think about all that. For your first 30 days, it's $1. It's all yours, okay? Everything, no exceptions. It's my way of thanking you for being a part of this movement, because my heart and your heart and why we're all here tonight is to transform millions of patients' lives. That's why we're here together. That's why you spent your Monday with us. That's why I'm here. That's why our medical advisory board is here. It's not about the money, it's about the transformation. And that, thanks for adding this slide. Why is Phil this insane? This is the question that everyone asks me. They see the blonde hair, they were right. I am insane, okay? A dollar trial removes uncertainty. That's why we do it, okay? A dollar trial removes uncertainty. We've been talking about uncertainty the entire night. Uncertainty for your patients, uncertainty like what are they gonna look like, what treatments are right for them. A dollar gives you an opportunity to see it. Try it, see the results, then decide. Is that fair? Try it, see the results, then decide. What happens after the 30-day trial? You get it for $1 for 30 days. What happens after the trial? Real data, real patients, real numbers. True or false? After 30 days, you're gonna see real data, you're gonna get real patients, you're gonna see real numbers. Then what we do is we pick a tier together. There's no commitment past the $1, but you have an opportunity to see. I'm not looking for every practice to have this. Do I think that will happen? 100%. What I want is the practices that really also have the heart of service, that want patients to get off the sidelines and into the treatment rooms. Afterwards, after your first 30 days, then we can decide what tier is right for you. If you feel like Ageless isn't a fit for your practice, no problem. If you want to move forward, you can choose the right tier. And again, Ageless gets you 1 client, 2 clients, 3 clients, 5 clients, 10 clients, or reactivates your pay. It is the easiest math of all time to say yes to Ageless. It is like, I couldn't think of a more possible no-brainer than this, okay? And there are no contracts, no surprise bills. You control the volume, you can change and cancel anytime. What does onboarding look like? Right here, it takes 15 minutes, okay? You get the Ageless resources and you go live. Boom, You pick what treatments you have, AI is ready to go, okay? Live trainings every single week. What do the trainings consist of? 22 live trainings, because we're not looking, if you know anything about RepeatMD, we're looking to educate as much as we're looking to train. And so we have not one, not two, 22 live trainings to cover all sorts of topics, even how to run paid ads. What do paid ads have to do with Ageless? Well, it's an accelerator, but we bring in the best educators to help you, just like we did tonight. Ageless University, you can watch some videos to get started, like for example, CRM integration and all the beautiful marketing content that I showed you. And we have a challenge. First 5 days challenge. If you go live with Ageless, get 5 patients and watch your training videos, you do a little bit of work, you're gonna get free prints for life. Why do prints matter? Because some of our beta clients are incredibly intelligent, and what they did is they take prints, they go to the Pilates studio, they go to the bridal show, they go to the wine mixer, and they're like, yeah, scan this and we can do our faces together. My AI can tell you what treatments to get, and they're the talk of the town. So we offer free prints for life. Every 90 days you can order them. If you get started, if you get 5 patients, and if you watch the videos. Anyone on this call can do it. It's just about the urgency to do it. Now, whamp whamp, where's the music? There is one catch. There's one catch. Yes, yes, you're right, Janelle. I knew it. There is one catch. And here's the catch. Tonight, we have over 10,000 practices that registered for this event. You can feel it in the comments, how fast they move, okay? We have thousands of practices live right now. RepeatMD today serves over 2 million patients, and tomorrow we'll blast this offer to our entire client list, okay? And almost all of them will sign up for Ageless. That will happen. Here's the problem. Very few companies have ever processed AI imaging at this scale before. We might be the only, other than the mega billion-dollar LLMs out there like ChatGPT, et cetera. Here is the catch. There will be a wait list for Ageless AI. There will be a wait list. So if you sign up tonight, you're first. If you sign up tonight, you're first. Those who go first, okay, they get it first. Those who wait, wait. So as soon as we're ready with this QR code, as soon as this link, if you go first, you get it first. If you wait, you wait. And some of us, like me, I hate waiting. Does anyone hate waiting? Yeah, I really hate waiting. I really, really hate waiting. And I especially hate waiting here, okay? I don't know if you've ever had the pleasure to go to Disneyland or Disney World and wait 3 hours in line for one ride and go to 3, but it makes you rethink your entire life choices very quickly. You're like, fast pass, VIP tour, give it to me all. And so, yes, if you hate waiting and you want to be first and you want to dominate your market, you want to have it before anyone else has, we did develop something special for you, a one-time offer, which is our Founders Club. The Ageless Founders Club. It's a one-time payment where you get to skip the line, you go first, priority access. We have an incredible private WhatsApp community because I love community. I want us all to share best practices. Our monthly advisors, our ad board, we're gonna bring each one of them in, one per month on various topics, not about Ageless, but various topics that you wanna know about. And you also get some pretty incredible founder swag. If you want to move to the front of line, this is totally optional. If you just want your dollar and move forward, that's fine. But if you want to be first, it's a one-time payment for $500. So, are you ready? Are you ready for what Ageless could do for your business? Are you ready to transform millions of patients' lives together? Are you ready to make an impact on your business, an impact in the world, impact in your community? This is a fun tool to use every day. It's also a tool that will grow your business. So, QR code is about to go live. Those who go first get it first. Those who move the Founders Club, they go to the top of the list. In 3, in 2, in 1, there's the QR code. The link is going live right now. Link is going live. If you want Ageless and you don't have RepeatMD, you can just get Ageless. If you have Repeat MD, you can get Ageless and have the ultimate flywheel. What we're gonna do next is we're gonna bring in our medical advisory board to educate not only about Ageless, but what they're seeing in the market, how they've grown from 7, 8, and 9-figure businesses. The QR code is gonna be live. Tonight is your chance to lead the market. Also, we're to follow us on Ageless. On Instagram is just @Ageless. And let's build something beautiful together. I'm gonna quickly go through a Q&A and then bring our medical advisory board on. So, first question, when will I get off the wait list? Well, it's very dependent on how many people join. We're predicting that most people get off the wait list end of April, early May. Founders will be in 30 days or less, probably in the first 2 weeks. Okay? CRM, HubSpot, Go High Level. We have a Zapier integration, a Caragon integration, which integrates with almost all EMRs. We'll show you how, if you want it to be on your CRM, how it all connects. In the back, it says our system is crashing. Take a look at it. Caragon is HIPAA compliant. That's why we have Caragon as well. We have, if you can pin the QR code link, we're also going to send out an email. If you want the Founders Club, as soon as you buy for the $1, there's a checkbox there you can click or it'll pop up. I know the site, we have thousands of practices that are getting on, right? Everyone at once. I see that it's crashing. We will get it back live. Just stay right there. We're going to send the link via text. We'll send it through email, right? We'll do all of those things. We'll make sure that the people tonight are going to get first access before tomorrow. I will not send out the email. Go ahead and click. My team is saying go ahead and click the link in the comments. Go ahead and click the link in the comments. I'm seeing some done. Incredible. There's the link. Sign up for Ageless. Elise Santiago posted it. Let's pin that. We're also going to send an email. We're also going to send out a text. I'm seeing a ton of dones. We will get to everyone. Ageless AI support. I need the clicker back. What treatments does Ageless AI support? Botox fillers, lasers, microneedling, body contouring, skin tightening, GLP-1s, all of those. Longevity treatments, peptides. Peptides is a game changer because no one knows what the hell these peptides do, but they can definitely see it on their body. For my Canadians out there, yes, we did it, Canada. We got approved in Canada. It's an impossible task, but we did it. So join the waitlist if you're a Canadian client. What if too many patients come through? What do I pay month to month? You're totally in control of volume. There's no surprise bills at all. We will let you know if you're coming to the end. And you have an opportunity for a grace period that if you go over, we're not going to charge you. The second month, we'll recommend a tier for you. We also have, if you go over your tier and you don't want to upgrade, you can just pay $10 for each additional patient. Very, very easy. Okay? What if I don't use all my patients? Great question. If you don't use all of them, they will roll over to a bank. So if you ever do a big marketing push, you'll have extra patients to use that on. What if people out of town use this? Will I get charged? We have this incredible geolocation technology, and we ask patients if they're willing to travel. If they're not willing to travel, then boom, you don't get charged for it. If they do, you're going to definitely want that lead. What happens if the same patients use it over and over and over again? Doesn't get counted for you. If one patient uses it 30 times in a single month, it's just one patient. Now, if they use it every month, it uses one of them, okay? But if the same patient wants to keep coming back the same month, no problem at all. You don't get charged for that. Where do I put Ageless for patients to find it? Website, Instagram, email blast, text campaigns, QR code, all of that, okay? What happens when they use it again on a treatment? AI shows them what's next. It's a new revenue opportunity, gives you an opportunity to see their patient journey. Few more questions here. Can't you just use ChatGPT? I would say get Ageless for $1 and compare the two. Night and day difference. Night and day difference. Can I use this on my ads? Absolutely. We have in your marketing kit an opportunity for you to download those pieces to use. Can I use this for telehealth? Yes, you can use Ageless for telehealth. Can I use this for hair? Yes, you can use this for hair. I'm getting a lot of different comments about, hey, you know, am I going to be able to get this crashing? Yes, 100%. We're going to make sure those links are live. Make sure to click into the chat. Make sure to get the email. Make sure to get the text. We talked about change tonight. And you know how amazing like humans can be creative disasters. What if I get too many leads? What if it costs too much? What if this? What if that? But nobody asks one question, which is, what if it works perfectly? What if my calendars fill up? What if consultations shorten? What if my patients love it? What if this was the thing that I needed to break through in my market? That is an opportunity for you all tonight.